Have you ever wondered how Abraham, Joseph, Solomon, Esther, and Ruth went from ordinary lives to extraordinary blessings? Today, I'm going to show you how the same God who prospered them can bring favor, wealth, and abundance into your life too. You know, sometimes I sit quietly and think about how God has blessed and prospered His people throughout history. I study the lives of great men and women of the Bible, and I see a pattern. God is faithful, and His favor always flows toward those who trust Him. I think about Abraham, who left everything familiar because God promised him a land, a family, and a legacy. He trusted God, and God made him wealthy, influential, and a father of nations. And I remind myself, the same God who prospered Abraham is alive today. He can prosper me too. I think about Joseph, betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, yet God elevated him to the highest place in Egypt. His dreams came true, and he became a source of blessing to nations. If God can do that for Joseph, He can do the impossible for me. I think about Solomon, whose wisdom brought him unimaginable wealth and honor, and Esther, a young woman in a foreign land whom God positioned to save her people, and Ruth, who reaped blessings even in a place she never expected. These stories remind me that God's favor is not limited by circumstances. So today, I declare, Lord, establish the work of my hands. Let my efforts, my ideas, and my labor bear fruit beyond what I can imagine. Open doors that no one can shut. Bring divine opportunities that will multiply my resources and expand my influence. Lord, I receive your provision, not just wealth, but peace, wisdom, health, and stability. Teach me to manage every blessing with gratitude and purpose. Let my life be a testimony of your goodness, a reflection of your favor, and a blessing to those around me. Even in challenges, I trust you. Just as you lifted David from shepherd boy to king, turn my trials into triumphs, my waiting into breakthroughs, and my faith into fruitfulness. Restore what has been lost, multiply what remains, and lead me into abundance. Here are scriptures to meditate on and help you in prayer and faith. Psalm 1:1-3. Whatever they do prospers. This psalm reveals that prosperity flows from delighting in the Lord and walking in His ways. When your roots are planted in God's Word, your life bears fruit in every season, spiritually, financially, and purposefully. Psalm 23, verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. True wealth begins with the Lord as your source. This verse declares divine supply, peace, and confidence that nothing necessary for your life and calling will be missing. Psalm 35:27. The Lord takes pleasure in the prosperity of His servant. God is not opposed to your increase. He delights when His people walk in provision, peace, and victory, when prosperity becomes a testimony of His goodness. Psalm 37, verses 4-5. Commit your way to the Lord, and He will do this. Prosperity follows surrender. As you align your desires with God's will and trust Him fully, He brings favor, open doors, and lasting success. Psalm 112, 1-3. Wealth and riches are in their houses. This psalm speaks of generational blessing. Those who fear the Lord walk in stability, honor, and provision that impacts their households and future generations. Psalm 34, 9-10. Those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. God's promise is clear. Seeking Him positions you for provision. Even in seasons of uncertainty, the Lord ensures that His children are never abandoned or without supply. Psalm 66:12. We went through fire and water, but you brought us to abundance. This verse is a declaration of breakthrough. No trial is wasted. God uses every challenge to lead his people into overflow, restoration, and abundance. Psalm 84:11. No good thing does he withhold from those who walk uprightly. God is both your protector and provider. When you walk in obedience, his favor releases blessings, opportunities, and resources at the right time. Psalm 90:17. Establish the work of our hands. This is a prayer for success and productivity. It invites God's blessing upon your labor so that what you build lasts, prospers, and glorifies him. Psalm 128, 1-2 says, "You will eat the fruit of your labor. Blessings and prosperity will be yours." This psalm affirms reward for faithful work. God honors diligence and obedience with tangible blessings, peace, and fulfillment. As we finish this prayer, remember this: the same God who prospered Abraham, Joseph, Solomon, Esther, and Ruth is still at work today. He can bring favor, wealth, and abundance into your life too. Take a moment now. Declare it out loud and see God work wonders.